Barcelona, Spain. In a defiant message, Catalonia's ousted leader, Carles Puigdemont, called on Saturday for Catalans to unite in peaceful, democratic opposition after the Spanish central government took control of the restive region, an act Mr. Puigdemont called premeditated aggression. Mr. Puigdemont said in a televised address that our will is to continue to work to meet our democratic mandates, in an indication that his government may attempt to ignore its dismissal and, in effect, create two competing administrations. He spoke a day after Spain's Prime Minister, Mariano Rajoy, fired him and the entire Catalan cabinet and set a date for new regional elections. Madrid's hardline stance was announced shortly after regional lawmakers illegally declared an independent republic, setting up a showdown that escalated the biggest political crisis the country has faced in decades. On Saturday, a day after the Spanish Senate voted to give Mr. Rajoy emergency powers under Article 155 of Spain's constitution to end the secessionism drive, the full force of the national government's actions went into effect. Madrid took control of Catalonia's government, according to a plan published early on Saturday. Spain's Deputy Prime Minister, Soraya Sánchez de Santamaría, will take over the Catalan administration from Madrid. Dozens of other Catalan officials were expected to be fired, but Enric Millo, the current representative of the central government in Catalonia, told Catalonia Radio on Saturday that he expected Madrid to make the minimum possible staff changes. Mr. Puigdemont, speaking from his hometown, Girona, insisted that Mr. Rajoy was removing a democratically elected government. These are decisions contrary to the will expressed by the citizens of our country at the ballot boxes, he said. He added that the central government in Madrid knows perfectly well that, in a democratic society, it is the parliaments that choose or remove presidents. Madrid also took control of the regional police force and fired the regional police chief, Maj. Josep Luis Trapero. Per Soler, the ousted Director General of the Catalan Police Force and Major Trapero's boss, sent a letter to his officers, expressing regret over his removal and thanking them for their work. Major Trapero, who is facing possible sedition charges after he was accused of failing to stop protesters last month from encircling national police officers, also wrote to his colleagues. He reminded them that their task was to guarantee the safety of everybody in the coming days, should the political crisis spur more unrest. As Mr. Puigdemont spoke on Saturday, throngs of Spaniards gathered in central Madrid, many of them waving flags, some wrapped in them to protest Catalonia's unilateral declaration of independence. "We are resisting xenophobia," one man said into a microphone, before shouting, "Long live Catalonia, long live the King, long live Spain." The crowd chanted, "Don't fool us, Catalonia. You are part of Spain." Many protesters said that Madrid had to enforce its decision to invoke Article 155.